Welcome guys to this video. I'm not going to be doing as much talking here just because this video is going to be so long. Now, I was trying to edit this down and make this in such a way where it actually works, and realistically speaking, I would have to hack up a lot of really good footage. And I mean, obviously we're not talking about cinematography cameras, film from fantastic video quality from like Hollywood producers or whatnot. We're talking about just some dude with a GoPro attached to his Corvette. All right, so we're not really, stepping on the biggest, highest production values, but I will say that as the video goes, it gets better and better and better. Now, the drive, I enjoyed it so much. This was one of my favorite parts about actually being out in California with my Corvette. Now, I originally thought that Highway 1 was going to be the mother road for my car. I always wanted to do that as a child. I wanted to take my red Corvette on the coastal highway. That was a bucket list item, but man, being able to go through the Avenue of the Giants with my Corvette, take the top off, now that was something that I really had not thought about until I was actually there experiencing it, and that really put it into perspective for me how magnificent these trees are, how magnificent the area is. I love the redwood forest. It is a fantastic sight to behold with your eyes. Now, the really crazy thing is, I was going to chop this video up and hack it up and make it about 20-30 minutes long. That's not going to happen with this video. It might be a couple of parts, but I'm not going to do that to you guys because I want you guys to experience everything, all of it, the whole thing in its visceralness, right? But I in this first segment here, I do want to go over some of the things that you're going to experience in the Avenue of the Giants. There's a lot of different places to go. There's a lot of different things to do. You cannot do them all in one day. I can assure you, you're not going to be able to do it. Especially if you have kids or a family in tow, you're not going to be able to get it done. So what you're probably going to want to do is you're probably going to want to take your vacation up here and actually go to one of the many numerous campgrounds that are out here and experience it that way. Now, if you go to avenueofthegiants.net, you can actually get a downloaded pamphlet here, and it tells you a lot of the major things that you're going to see on this. This is one of the shorter drives that I was on, but this was, I mean, obviously it's over an hour away from Ukiah, but when you get to this part of the journey, you're only dealing with a 31-mile stretch. Okay, it's a 31-mile stretch, 200 miles north of San Francisco. If you were, and 150 miles south of the Oregon border, right? So if you're, depending on where you're at, so if you're in Oregon or San Francisco and you've never gone up here to Avenue of the Giants, you are missing out on something special here. California has it where it's at right here, and this is a fantastic place. I cannot talk enough about this place. This is just absolutely gorgeous. My big thing here, before I started out, I wanted to hit a couple of the tourist spots, some of the knick-knack shops and stuff like that. I wanted to do that because I wanted to get some souvenirs for some people back home, and I also knew that I wanted to go to the tree where you could stand in the middle of it. So that's the chimney tree. They also have oh my goodness, the Sasquatch Bigfoot burger. That was freaking awesome. Let's see here, the Chimney Tree Grill. That's where it is. 6743 Avenue of the Giants in Phillipsville. It's local beef burgers, fish and chips, vegetarian options, milkshakes, beer and wine, famous living chimney tree on site. Now, the beautiful thing is you can actually go into this tree, and it's actually been burned out over the millennia by forest fires, and that's why it looks the way it does. And you go through some of these places and you can see how cool everything is. But anyway, I wanted to go through all of the places that you could drive through trees. So that's definitely something I wanted to do. The first place that I stopped at on this way was the chandelier tree. This is it's a 200-acre park at Redwood Grove. There's a gift shop, a big picnic area, and they've got restrooms. And I'm reading right from the brochure, and I'm not ashamed to do that because, I'm looking at the map. Okay, I'll just pop the map up here so you guys can kind of follow along with me. The chandelier tree, actually, if you are in the spoiler alert here, if you are in the market for driving through a tree, that's the one you're going to do it in. It's not too terribly tall, as far as the hole in the tree, it's not too terribly tall, but it is big enough for a four-door sedan to go through. A Corvette obviously makes it through just fine, but yeah, it's a fantastic adventure, right? And then I went up the road. Every tree you could drive through, I drove through. There's 2 or 3 of them. Myers Flat, the Shrine drive-through tree and gift shop. I bought a bunch of stuff with all these gift shops. It was crazy. Most of my trip back home was full of stuff that I got on the Avenue of the Giants, right? So anyway, the Shrine drive-through, it's a nice older, built up tourist trap. But I will say, when you do go through there, I had a problem with my car just because it was so low. I did drag. I was able to get back out, and I was able to get through. But the way it dips in and kind of goes around, I'll show you in the videos later on. It makes it hard to get in and out of this tree, so just kind of keep that in mind. The better one to do it in is the chandelier drive-through tree. It's the approach to the tree is much nicer. The going through it is much nicer, and yeah. So, and another thing, there's not a shortage of places to get something to eat, but do keep in mind, keep an eye on your gas gauge. I did end up running out of gas 3 miles away from the hotel, so that was quite embarrassing. But anyway, your gas gauge is going to lie to you going up and down the mountains out here, so just kind of keep that in mind. I thought I was doing pretty good, but I was trusting the miles to empty for some reason, and not just how many miles I'd gone. Kind of keep that stuff in mind. Keep it in the back of your head there, right? Something that was really cool, what they have labeled as the heart of the Avenue of the Giants. I was able to get off, and there's a toll road, Mail Road or something. I don't know. A lot of these names are just they just befuddled me. But anyway, when I did come out there, you have the South Fork Eel River, and I was able to walk pretty much out there. I mean, if you have an off-road vehicle, you could technically kind of drive down there. There's plenty of places where you could actually go in and enjoy. You can enjoy things, right? So my big, this is much later in the video, but giant tree. Okay, I kind of wanted to go see Hyperion. I've seen it in the past. I've been up there before. I've seen Hyperion. I've seen a couple other enormous ones, but that wasn't what I was after. I was after giant tree, which I've been up here several times in the past, and I've never seen giant tree. So I went up there to go visit giant tree. That thing is pretty big. I mean, there's other trees that are far bigger than it, but it's about 380 feet tall, and It's absolutely breathtaking when you get up next to something that big. It's got 60-foot foot circumference, so it's enormous. It's an absolutely enormous tree. It grows so slow that, you know, it'd take hundreds of generations to even notice that it got bigger, right? I mean, it's not like the silver maple that you plant out front, you know, with your parents. This is something that takes a long time to really actually get going and get growing. So those of you who are wondering why later on in the video I switch from the top of the car and inside the car, if I had it to really do and I could plan it without raining, it would have been all you know, looking up, not inside the car shots. I ended up turning around and heading back a little bit earlier than I did when I went to San Francisco, and the reason why was because I knew I wanted to eat dinner at the Redwood Palace. I'd heard a lot about the steaks. I had never been there. They have, oh my goodness. Okay, they are famous for their ribeye steak. Now, the really interesting thing about this ribeye steak is I had it, and it was just as breathtaking and wonderful as I had heard that it was going to be. It was just phenomenal. I really have.
All right, get out and take a picture of me coming back through.
You know, the funny thing is, the terribly funny thing is, California you wouldn't think is known for their steaks, but I have some of the best steaks I've ever had besides the stuff that I make has been out in California. California has had pretty good steaks as far as, you know, every time I've been out and about, it's never at like mainstream, you know, like your Texas Roadhouse or your Applebee's or whatever. It's always these hole-in-the-wall places that you've never heard of that have these fantastic steaks, and it's just unbelievable. Oh my goodness. So anyway, later on you're going to see pictures of that. So at the end of this video, that's where all that's at, but it's really cool. But anyway, as the drive progresses, the video gets better and better, and I just wanted to get all this rambling and talking out of the way just because I want you guys to just sit there and enjoy everything that is going on and enjoy the video, enjoy my experience going through this God-given national treasure that we have that goes through and a little off the way of Highway 101, and this is it's truly a blessing to be able to have gone up there and gone in my Corvette and been able to enjoy the environment and have the ability to have the top off. Now, a lot of people would go up there and they would go in their sedan or their SUV or whatever, and they drive around, and you really have no idea. The Corvette C4, the C5s, and all, you know, the ones where you can take the top completely off, it is like a panoramic 360 view. You are in the forest running around in this car. It is just the most magnificent experience. It is almost spiritual that you're in the car, and you just, if it weren't for the fact you got to pay attention to the road, you feel like you could float up into the trees, which if you aren't paying attention to the road, you will be floating up into the trees because you'll be flying out of the car. But anyway, enough joking aside. So yeah, if you guys get the chance to come up here, definitely do that. Something that is really interesting, something a lot of people don't know. The magnetic anomaly place where they have the weird things that happen, like gravity works weird at this place. That place isn't long this way, so I didn't stop at that because I really didn't have time, because I had the things that I wanted to go see, and I knew, hey, I only have a little bit of time here. So anyway, just kind of touching base on things. Technically, the chandelier drive-through tree is technically not on the Avenue of the Giants, so do kind of keep that in mind. Okay, Avenue of the Giants is not it's not Highway 101. Okay, it's not Highway 101. It is a bypass, or so it's like a secondary road off of that basically, when 101 was built and bypassed all these towns, then what was left over is what became the Avenue of the Giants. Now, I basically stopped at Red Crest and then headed back. Okay. So, a little history for the Avenue of the Giants. Like I said, it's 31-mile scenic highway in Northern California. It's in Humboldt County. Originally, the segment of the US 101, which became a dedicated scenic route after the freeway bypassed everything, and that was built in 1960. Now, the really interesting thing about all of this is that this wouldn't exist at all if it weren't for conservation efforts. Now, everybody can complain about, hippies ruin everything, they get in the way of progress and everything, but no, not all the time. I mean, we can all get behind saving precious resources and, being responsible about things that are going on the planet. Like, for example, last time I was out in California, I was actually managing the forests for the power company, because a lot of the standing timber that was near the power lines was burnt out from all these old forest fires, so we had to get rid of these trees. That sucked because there were a lot of more redwoods, but at the same time, you got to make sure that you're managing the forest and keeping it healthy, because quite frankly, and this actually terrified me. Some of these trees were so burnt out at the bottom that the wind would blow and they would just randomly just fall over. So I mean, each one of these trees was a death trap just waiting to happen, and a lot of them you had to climb them in order to get them dealt with. So one of the more terrifying jobs that I've had. So yeah, redwoods don't mess around, okay? Especially when you cut them down and you get them to the ground, and then there's nothing holding that tree up that you were just in. That's just quite a beautiful experience to. But anyway, so this actual road kind of started out as trails. Native Americans obviously use this route because it's a natural river valley. So it's not outside the realm of reason that they would travel this area. Also, wagons in the late 1800s was developed into a stagecoach and wagon road. Basically connected the North Coast with the more populated areas of Southern California. And in the early 20th century, road construction, the current roadway was constructed between 1909 and 1923 as part of the Redwood Highway, later US 101. This was also used by the logging industry, and the beautiful thing is, in 1917, three guys driving, I'm sure everybody else was on the same page, but three in particular, they couldn't help but notice the widespread logging in the area, and started a movement to protect the redwoods. And this led to the formation of the Save the Redwoods League in 1918. Then comes along the park. The league's effort and through private and public donations, Mr. Rockefeller, everybody loves the the billionaire class, but here we go. John D. Rockefeller decided to put his name on this and acquired a small parcels over 40 years to create the humbled Redwoods State Park, which now surrounds the avenue and contains the largest remaining stand of old-growth redwoods in the world. August 27th in 1960, the main highway, US 101, was completed, bypassing the old road, so the original stretch was then officially dedicated by the governor, as Pat Brown, as the Avenue of the Giants Parkway, State Route 254. This allowed visitors to experience the massive redwoods at their leisure, right? Communities along the way, Myers Flat, Pepperwood, they were largely destroyed by floods in 1955 and 1964. And the really neat thing about this, a lot of like old railroad history and everything's wrapped into all this stuff, so I know a lot about that stuff by studying the railroads. And in the 50s and 60s, there were some naughty floods. You guys remember the floods here a couple of years ago? That's kind of the same level, okay? Anyway, since the bypass, the US 101 was already built, Myers Flat, Pepperwood, and a couple of the other towns that were up here, they really didn't get a chance to recover because everybody moved out, and that was just it. Really cool thing is, have you guys seen Star Wars? Return of the Jedi? Yeah, well, right there. You guys might recognize the forest where the speeders are flying through. That's they used some of this to film there. So if you're paying attention, you might be able to find the same tree. But anyway, so that being said, the drive-through trees, Founders Grove, and the Humboldt Redwood Visitor Center are some of the places you want to hit up. And the really interesting thing is, when you get up in there, I've heard people describe the lack of sound as you can hear a lot. No, actually, what is very interesting about being out there in the redwoods is I can see how people get lost out there. So if you do go out there, don't go out there alone. There are big predators out in this country, and both two-legged and four. But there are big predators, and it is not hard at all to see why people come up missing in places like this. It is very quiet in these forests. When you get out, it's almost like you're walking around with earmuffs on, because the trees, the way the bark is on these trees, it's kind of it's really fibrous. I know everything it's made out of fiber. That's a tree or whatever. Plant is fiber, but no, it's almost like sound deadening material. The way the bark is made on these things, and basically what happens is, you can be 20 feet away from somebody and not hear them because just the trees absorb the sound. And I find it very interesting when people try to describe the area as being opposite, that you can hear from a long way away. No, that's not been my experience, and I've been up there years. Okay, so I know. I was up there when I was younger. I was up there when I was older, and every time I've been there, over the 30-odd years that I've been going to California, it sounds the same. It's a very different sound from any other type of forest that you're going to come across. A deciduous forest from the Midwest does not sound like any of these redwood forests. So just kind of be aware, be on your up and up. And as far as animals are concerned, I didn't really see anything up there. I did see like birds and stuff, but as far as like deer, Sasquatch, didn't see anything. Just, it was that. But when you're wandering around, it is not. Oh wait, no, I did see deer. I take that back. Later on in the video, timestamp it if somebody finds that. Yeah. So anyway, as you can tell, I'm more excited about this part of my trip out there, and this is the one place that I really wanted to go. It was The whole reason I went up to California was education, and I had some time to myself, and I was able to run around the continent, or that side of the continent for a little bit and take some film and get enough to where you guys can enjoy it yourselves. Now, I apologize, it's taken a year for me to get this film up and posted, but it is what it is. I'm not paid to do the channel yet, so yeah. So anyway, man, so all right, Avenue of the Giants. The second stop on the Avenue of the Giants. Actually, let me show you the map. The one from the state is kind of meh, but this one isn't too bad. This one's like one of the Tourism Bureau maps. Look at this. So, anyway, started in Leggett, went up, just kind of bypassed everything until got here to Phillipsville. And the reason why I wanted to go to Phillipsville was because of the Chimney Tree Grill. Really wanted to have something to eat really cool. The Chimney Tree, pretty cool, burned out tree that isn't dead, and well, just long story short, it's still standing. Anyway, so the chandelier tree, already drove through that, so next stop is going to be Myers Flat. Well, I'm going to do some more stuff but in between there, but I'd like to get up here and look at some of these big trees here. But anyway, yeah, I want to go to Myers Flat. I kind of like the Bigfoot themes and everything around here. Look at all these succulents. This is crazy. These things are huge. My mom would love to see them. And then this ugly cactus plant. Oh, yuck, gross. Oh, sick burn, huh? Anyway, yeah, look at little cactuses. Pretty cool. Yeah. Anyways, them are some giant succulent. Mom, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You couldn't grow them that big even if you tried. I love you, Mom. All right, let's get going down the road. yeah, if you guys have gone out there, and I just cannot express this enough. If you've gone out to this part of the country and you've gone through the Redwoods, share your experience below in the comment section. You cannot believe how many people are missing out on this. People that could go, and instead they go to San Francisco, and then they come back, and then they complain about a terrible time being out in California. It's like, man, you should have just gone 2 hours north, and you would have been just absolutely taken to another level. And yeah, no, it's I mean, you literally get high on life. I mean, you'd have to be some kind of weird person not to look at this forest and go, holy moly, because you just feel like you're in an alien world, even though you know it's not. But anyway, yeah. So yeah. Oh, something really cool. I have a 5-year-old coastal redwood growing at my house. That's pretty cool. It's only a few feet tall, but it is, you know, grew from seeds, and yeah, that was really cool. I collected the seeds myself and germinated it, and when I was on my way back home, I was able to grow it. So it was pretty cool. So by the time I got home, 15 days, they had grown. So it was really neat. So anyway, well, enjoy the video, guys. I'm gonna quit talking, quit yakking, and I'll just, yeah, enjoy the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section as you go. Timestamp it and let me know what you think, and let's enjoy this drive together. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you at the end. That way we can kind of touch base on everything. None of this is gonna disappoint you. The really cool thing is if you have a removable top on your car, probably the best part is to be able to enjoy that. If you've got a significant other with you, or a kid or something. Yeah, definitely cool. This one here is a monster. Let's go look at it real quick. There's a bunch of really big trees. Haven't made it very far. Just keep getting lost in the woods. The objective here is just to look at trees. Man, look at this thing. Good grief. My goodness, look at this thing. It's for comparison, there's my boot. So let's do this. We'll fix that, don't worry about that. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cool. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, oh cool. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 paces around the base of this thing. These things are huge trees. You know, a lot of people think, oh, well, this tree here is a big tree. No. Man. I've climbed them. I've cut them down. I've been involved in roping them down. I've done it climbing. I've done it bucket. It's a lot of work. Anyway, yeah, cool. Yeah, man, this thing's huge. Love it. Anyway, guys, yeah. There's another monster back there. Anyway, Avenue of the Giants, definitely not going to disappoint. Definitely recommend you guys come down here. So I got a few more stops. Let's get on with it.
Well, if something pops up that you want to look at, tell me to stop and we'll circle back, okay? I mean that, okay? They bulldozed the log over here. Notch entry out, so we can buy Technically, this is a rainforest, so.
I think the coolest part about this is that this highway goes right. This is a highway. This isn't just some random road. I mean, it's a scenic bypass, but yeah, you can crank through here at 55 miles an hour. That's what the speed limit is. Good gravy, look at these trees. I've been out here several times, and every time it is the same. I just cannot get over how cool these trees look. Man. We're, let's see here. Where are we at, guys? South of, I think Woman's Grove is right up here, just right up here. And we're just a hair south of that. But goodness gracious, man, look at that.
seeing plenty of big trees. Unless you want to go see them big trees. Technically here. Technically it is. Technically it makes you go up to, but technically it's not.
Gonna go look at the tall tree over here. And I don't know if you guys just heard that crack in the woods. That's probably Bigfoot. Do keep in mind if you come out here, you're probably gonna find him. And he isn't too shy. Oh my gosh, there he is right there. He's looking straight at us. There he is, see him? Don't make eye contact, guys. So much for foraging. Stupid grizzly bears. We have trout in here? Hmm? Nope, nothing. Okay. Look at how clear that water is. I'm gonna get naked and hop in. I don't know, probably be better to hold the camera like this. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold the camera like this so you guys can see what's going on here. All right. Look at the elevation change in the rock pile. Good grief, look at these things. No seal lions. That water's almost so clean that I could just reach in and pee in it. That way it's not so clean. I'm just joking. The key word there is drink out of it. But I don't know. Probably somebody else has already peed in it. There are minnows! Minnows! Look at the minnows! See them all? Look at them. Look at the minnows. Down there. Mm-hmm. Little bass. All right. Let's go see this big old tree. Ugh. Actually, holding the camera like this is optimal, actually.
Something I can do. I don't know what to tell you.
Crazy thing is about this is you can't really tell how long some of these trees have been here, laying on the ground like this. It don't take long for them to look like that. Look at that tree there. Holy moly. Man, this is cool. area's never been logged. Clearly because the trees are nearly 3,000 years old up in here. I mean, heck, it probably has been from, you know, like ancient times. Well, I'm already committed. Just keep going. Ugh. Look at the size of that tree. Ooh, boy. All right, guys. The end of the road. We are pulling into the Redwood Palace now. I mentioned this earlier. The Redwood Palace was my ultimate goal to get there. They close at 5:30, and or I'm sorry, they open at 5, and they close at 8:30 p.m. So you only have a little bit of a window in order to get there, and I have heard nothing but great things about their steak. So I was on a roll to get to that steak, and I will say, if you guys have the opportunity to get there, definitely go there. And had it been, you know, a $1 million question here, am I gonna take the Corvette back out there? Yeah, I'm gonna. I would be. I wouldn't be doing myself any justice if I didn't at least get back up there in the vet again at some point here and take the liberties to go ahead and get involved in that forest. Something that I have always wanted to do. There's the skunk train. I've always wanted to take the skunk train. It's basically a scenic railroad through Redwood Forest. That's a really cool experience. That's not up in here, but it's something you can do. But next time I think I'm going to go and actually stay in the Redwood Forest. Might be like maybe Red Crest Resort or something, or you know, maybe go to a campground. I don't know, but at the end of the day, all I know is I just had the time of my life up there in the Corvette without the top. Yeah. So anyway, that being said, leave in the comment section. I know I said it already before. Leave in the comment section what you thought, what you felt when you were seeing this, play itself out, and leave in the comment section what you would do if you were out there and your ideal getaway trip in there. And your homework for tonight is to go and do a little bit of research and then come back to the video and then leave in the comment section, something that you think would be a fantastic idea for getting basically lost up there and getting an experience that will change your life in the Redwood Forest. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of trees. Listen to me talk, but it's at the end of the day, it's not just a bunch of trees. It's something more than that. I mean, it's a symbol for people being proactive and thinking, hey, let's take a step back. Let's appreciate what we've got. Maybe use something else in the process. We've already, ransacked everything over here. Let's save this for later. And I'm glad they did. I'm very glad that they did. And now we get to enjoy it. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Leave it in the comment section below. I want to know where you guys would go on this stretch of God's country out here. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. You have a wonderful day, and I will look forward to reading your guys' comments.